We all at the end of the day gonna spend this money. And we all at the end of the day gonna work real hard to get it. Now sometimes at the end of the day, some of us, okay, that's a rabbit. Ran up to me. Yeah, that's what happens in the country. Rabbit just runs up onto you. He better be careful because Shaka gonna be on his trail. And there you have it. Shaka is on his trail. Most of the times out here, when you get a rabbit kind of run up to you, it's because Shaka is on the trail. That's my dog. That's my dog. Nevertheless, I don't really know why we do what we do. I don't know why we put these things on each other. Some man in a thinking tank, and what I mean by man, I don't mean by sex or gender. What I mean by some individual has sat down and say, I get paid by the people through taxation. And I'm gonna sit here and I'm gonna find a way how I can charge somebody and put into law or legislation on how to charge somebody $800 for a sticker. I'm in the community, I see the people, know they're struggling, know they're going through stuff. But then they say we can't cut these fees and these taxes and all that because, it will put such a damper and it'll mess up the budget. It's funny. I see public vehicles. It'll be 100 degrees. It could be 50 degrees. When they come, service is crazy. Everything that we have to have. It could be electric companies. It could be law enforcement. It could be inspectors. It could be tax collectors. It could be city workers. It could be a lot of stuff where we paying for these services. And they're not moving like we move. They're not moving like we move. They in the AC, leave the car running, and all the time. They could be out there all day. I seen the electric company come in here and install these power lines. I'm trying to figure out why am I spending over $10,000 just to get electricity. But now I understand. All these big bucket trucks and all these nice elaborate digging trucks and vehicles and a crew of about maybe 5 or 6, and they all together, they working hard, they working simultaneously, they doing their thing. But no one cut off a truck. All that diesel. And when I tell you for 2 days, them trucks ran consistently. And it's just amazing that if we don't pay the electric bill, you don't have a job. How about being stewards or even understanding that you're still connected? We all connected. For some reason, we've lost that thing to understand we connected. You know, we go in these neighborhoods, we interact with people, and we don't talk, we don't say anything, and we do all this crazy stuff, but we don't understand. We all connected. We all doing the same thing out here. Some of us may be doing a little something different from others, but we all contributing into this beautiful thing called the system. And this system is eating well, and we're struggling. And my question is to you, how do you unplug, or how do you reduce some of that just sucking? Get you some land, get you out there in the area, try to live in a way that you can somewhat mitigate some of your costs. Get you a vehicle you can pay for. Don't try to finance everything. Get you somewhere you can do some of your own work. Because as these times change, which they're going to be changing, we're not going to be able to afford $800 stickers or even $35 stickers. We're not going to be able to afford for the car to stay running with the AC running and the water dripping all the way down about 10 to 15 feet away from the car. It's going to get to a time where we're going to have to debate whether we're going to eat or keep the lights on, right? Not all, but there's going to be many. But my question is, if you are in the position of making decisions and influences for millions of people, or hundreds of thousands of people, or 40 or 50 people, take the time to consider the sacrifice that the taxpayers and the everyday person do just to make sure you're good. So let us be stewards of things that people depend on. Let us not be wasteful. Let us not just throw away a lot of stuff. Let us consider the next person. Let us stop promoting all of these extra prices just to be smiled at or just to be looked at. Let us think about, we set the bar on where the prices are, and not these corporations, and not these companies, and not these officials that's in charge of our purses. So take that in consideration and just think about it, y'all. Let's move wisely, let's be strategic, and let's start teaching our kids to think for themselves and pay attention to what's going on, because you are going to be our future leaders. And with you being our future leaders, let us not get caught up into emulating the rich and the elite and looking at them as successful leaders. But maybe let's look at some people who truly are in the community that's helping the small business owners, the people that's actually going day to day with you, that's in traffic with you, that's in the line with you, that's waiting with you. Let us consider placing some of those who are truly giving back to some people, who's letting people have a tab or have something. Because in the end, it was never designed for certain entities to make money. It was designed to help the people. So let us consider each other and not just looking at each other as a number. And let's stop building up and holding esteem and holding certain people like they are amazing people when they really not. They just out for self, and they just trying to get what they can get while the getting's good. And if we all had that mentality, we all did that thing, then we would all deplete and dry up, because we are social beings and we need each other in some form or fashion. In order to keep any kind of society, kingdom, place, we need each other. So let us consider one another, and let us not forget about our elderly, our disabled, our veterans, and the people that's struggling with their financing, and our unemployed people, and our single parents. It's a lot of people that adopt, some of our foster kids. Let us think about people that every day their life is struggling. And it's not by their choice, but it's just them living in this system where everybody's trying to grab the much as they can grab and ending up with nothing. So let us stay well, stay blessed, and don't forget, whatever you do, don't forget to keep on growing. Grow. Take care, y'all. Stay well.